Hey guys, it's Lindy.
And Mike here, and this is TIY.
The Tiny It Yourself channel, and today we're going to show you how we are doing our house wrap.
Yep, we gotta rush this because it's gonna thunderstorm later today, so hopefully we can finish in time.
Alright, so some of the tools that we'll be needing are plastic cap nails, and this is just so they seal when they are pushed into the house wrap. You'll need a hammer, of course, to hit the nails in. You'll need this special house wrapping tape, and this just seals all of your edges. You will need this utility blade to cut the house wrap. We will also be using a tape measure and a Sharpie just to mark out where we'll be putting our nails. A lot of other house wrap will come with the points where you're supposed to tack them on, but ours is a more generic version, so it doesn't have that, and so we're doing this just for consistency. We also want to touch upon why we are doing these plastic cap nails instead of using staples, because originally we were going to use staples, but the more we read, we found that best practice nowadays is to use things that actually seal, because when you use staples, you're basically making a bunch of little micro holes or tears, which kind of combats the whole reason that you're house wrapping. You want to make sure everything is sealed nice and tight.
So our house wrap is 9 feet thick, and so we're gonna have to do one time around on the bottom and then again on the top. And so we're starting on this corner because it's the most uniform corner, which we can get a nice level start with, and then we'll just roll it down that way until we hit that corner, and then we'll see what happens.
So we decided to lay out our house wrap on the floor just to begin with, so we could mark out where our initial nail holes are going to be, just because we don't want to be doing that while we're trying to also square it, holding it up on the wall. This will just make it a lot easier for us.
All right, so our nails are 32 inches apart on all sides, squared off, and so we're just gonna go ahead and start marking them. So we're starting just with this vertical seam right here. We popped one down in the bottom and the top so we could get it nice and taut.
Alright, so right now we are wrapping one of the corners. This is actually the front of our tiny house, as you can see here. And you're supposed to leave about 6 inches, so you can see that we've done that here. And then we're going to tape that seam all the way down and then start the next level of house wrap over that.
All right, so we finished the first strip on the first side, and what we learned was essentially mainly that we should start tacking from the bottom, and that way, since we have a butterfly roof, we can work off that straight edge and then go up and out and just keep pulling it taut and then tacking it in and moving from there.
As you can see, we have our remaining top section, and that's what we're doing now. So we just took the remaining of the roll and laid it out, and now we're going to go down and mark a 40-inch section. And I would say, looking at this, that we should have kept it rolled and just used like a chop saw and just cut it at 40 inches, so that way you could just unroll it instead of going down this way, which is more difficult. So you live, you learn. Alright, so now Mikey is trimming the excess off the top. We had to rely on lining it up with this bottom part here and making sure it was even from that. So yeah, he's just trimming the excess since it was all 40 inches. Well, as you can see now that we have our house wrap on, we have to go through and actually tape all of our seams. So we have 2 seams here, one running horizontal and another running vertical. I'm going to start with the vertical and then move on to the horizontal.
And we've had a few little damaged points here when installing, and so what we're doing is just going back over them with some tape to make sure no water gets through.
All right, right now we are going to open our door up. So Mikey's first going to cut a slit through the center. It goes about 3/4 of the way down. Then you cut like a triangle. Basically what I've seen it called before is like a upside down wine glass, and I think that's a pretty apt description. And usually you wait to cut all your openings after you've done all your house wrap, but since we kind of need access into our door, we're just cutting our door one now.
And then the next step would be to cut this horizontal slit and then a diagonal slit like this, and you would put your door on and then lay that over the top of your door so that the water flows over the door. But since we have a thunderstorm tonight, we don't want to cut anything unnecessarily. We might forego this little diagonal slit.
Alright guys, that's it for this video. As you can see, it was a really basic, just house wrap and taping, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, our next video though will have a little bit more complicated stuff in it. It'll be windows and doors. We'll show you how to do all the cuts and tapes and maybe some sealing of windows, so it'll be good.
Yeah. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe. We really appreciate everyone that's already done so. You can also check out our Instagram, Tiny It Yourself, just like this channel.
All right, thanks for watching.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye. Please let us know if you like Michael's cape and his just stud of a sword. You look beautiful, babe.
Thank you.